Look who's there. Good morning, Dr. Rosensweet.
Good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning to you, sir. So this Facebook Live is a little bit special in that change is abounding. Uh, the ins and outs of menopause with David Rosensweet, MD, um, is going to be undergoing a change in that David Rosensweet, MD, isn't going to be here with us twice a month. It's going to be me, and that's okay. And I thought that this was a really important Facebook Live to do, to be able to bid you adieu, but not forever, you know. We'll get together and we'll have our special Facebook Lives and answer the questions that we get. And I really just wanted to say that it has been an incredible pleasure to be able to interview you. Geez, the twice a week for what? Like ever, it seemed. And then twice a month. And you've taught me really well. You've taught all of us women really well. It's what you do really well. And we all appreciate it. And so I really wanted to just take this moment and say thank you, really, from my heart. And my heart is big. And I really wanted to say thank you. Yeah, yeah, Facebook says he will be missed for sure in the interviews, but I'm sure Carolyn can take over. Yeah.
Let me explain what's happened.
Please.
What's turned out is that it's started happening that I was in no way keeping up with the many activities. I know we're all busy. And my team and I got together to see what could I actually do that has the most potency to do what I do, and so to spend more time teaching and mentoring physicians and nurse practitioners
Ugh.
and advising compounding pharmacists and PAs. That's taken the front seat here. And also the work that I do to protect compounded bioidentical hormones. We were given a generous donation, and that's allowed us to do many activities. And as co-chair of the committee to protect compounded bioidentical hormones, I really want to take my place there and do everything we can to protect compounded bioidentical hormones. And between that and the research that we do, I was not keeping up with it. So I have to trim down. And it's a pause. I'll be around. I'll be in contact with Carolyn periodically. And Carolyn, you'll build up questions, and maybe once a quarter or so, we can do a Facebook Live and I can answer some of the questions that come in. But I wanted to thank you so much. You have such a situation there that has given access to so many women, and to support them in their health and healing. So it's been an honor to time after time sit down on Tuesday morning and answer questions. So I'm not going to be able to do it as frequently as I have, but periodically I will. And then also in the spirit of protecting compounded bioidentical hormones, you, of course, will be one of the first to know should there an event take place where the FDA takes action and makes it too difficult to compound these hormones. And we'll be able to mount a massive public opinion and commentary to the FDA and to the congressional representatives should that happen. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe there will be no axe to fall. But if there is, what we're doing, what our team is doing, is we're laying down the infrastructure now that we have a sizable donation to do so. And also we're building up the podcast ladder to try and gain more and more access to women and men all over this country. So should the need come, that will be able to mount a massive public response to any adverse action. So, and again, Carolyn will be the first to know, and there'll be things for everyone to do if you want. But yeah, it's time for me to say until later. Periodically we'll get together, do a Facebook Live, but I won't be able to do it with the frequency that I've been doing it.
And that's okay because it's behooved everybody. Geez, 3 years or whatever it is that we've been doing this, and I mean, it's all good, right? I mean, prior to our getting together, I was thinking about change, and you reminded me about healing. Menopause is definitely a change, and you taught us well, and we appreciate it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So again, I really thought that it was important to put this out so that the women could, you know, digest what it is they need to digest. We will have links and so on and so forth that we can go to. There's the Hormone SOS page group that will also have the links on there. I welcome women there too, and I'm really touched by these little chats that are coming up. So we done good. We done good, and yeah, I guess that's kind of about it. I don't know what else to. Agile thinking, Bergson, FYI. That's funny.
Mhm.
Um, yes, Dr. Bergson. So I want to thank you for sure. Um, and I guess kind of, yeah,
Bright
right.
is on its way. We think within the next month. I know I've said this for a while, but there's a major team putting major efforts. It's one of the reasons that I have to suspend any non-essential activities is to get Bright to actually launch. We think it's going to be a major contribution to make things much more affordable for women. And we think the beta test is about 2 weeks away, and then we'll open up to the general public. And of course, we'll notify Carolyn so that everyone on the ins and outs of menopause will have access to Bright.
Yeah, the ins and outs of menopause is not going anywhere. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, whatever. But the ins and outs of menopause, I created it in 2015, and I'm not willing to give it up just yet. So I don't really know what else to say other
Well,
than
let's say again to you, Carolyn. Thank you so much for putting together a group that we can share the information with and support. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and it's not over. It just will
no,
be less
no,
frequent.
not
Yeah.
over at all. I just say, bless your heart, honestly. And I think that I speak on behalf of many, many, many women and men. Your team is amazing. I'm honored to have been a part of it. And yeah, no one's going anywhere. Uh, and the fascinating thing to me, as I was talking to you about at a different time, so you're always moving forward. It's not going backward. Thank God. We don't need to go backward. Keeping it moving forward, I think, is a beautiful thing. Team is a beautiful thing. I don't know. It's all positive to me. A little emotional, but all positive. And get this out there. And again, just say
So
bless
I'm
you.
going to say until next time, and thank you all for joining us for all that you have, and I will be back.
Oh, yes, you will. If I have anything to say about it, you will.
So I'm going to sign off for today, Carolyn. Thanks.
All
Thanks,
right,
everybody.
David. Thank you so, so much. Really so appreciated. We'll bid you
Bye bye
adieu,
now.
and we'll see you later.
Bye bye now.
Bye.